Today I'm in Acadia National Park walking along the edge of Long Pond to my friend Nan's cottage. Acadia National Park grew by donations and land purchases over the years, and in some cases isolated pieces of land are completely surrounded by the park, and that's the way it is with my friend Nan's cottage. Nan has been coming here for almost 70 years, and you have to get to her cottage. You either have to come by boat across Long Pond or walk this trail through Acadia National Park. The trail is just under half a mile long and goes through the park to where her land is, which is surrounded by the park. Her cottage has no services, no electricity, no running water, no anything. But she spends every summer here, and it may seem like a bit of a trial to come through the park here and walk this trail to get to her cottage. But Nan is 95 years old, and she does it, so I can do it once a year to come visit her. In places here, the trail is pretty close to the pond, like about 4 or 5 feet. And other places, it moves inland a little, perhaps, as much as 50 feet. But it's always right along the edge of Long Pond, so it's a nice flat trail. A few very minor ups and downs, but basically very flat. But I don't know if I'll be walking this trail when I'm 95. I hope so. Over there is the first view of Nan's cottage, which is where we're going. I'll zoom in, let it refocus. There it is. There's the edge of the pond. I don't know if you can see it, but the water is covered with mosquitoes. Fortunately, they're there and not up here where I am. Here we go, a trail just running right along the edge of the pond. It's really quite peaceful. Very pleasant little walk. There you go. You can see the mosquitoes down on the water again, and there are lots of them. Here's the view across the pond, and close in, lily pads on the surface of the water. And some marsh grass over there. In places, the trail is very wide and easy, and in other spots, the footing is a little bit less stable. And there's one stream that you have to ford, but it doesn't have much water in it this time of year. This is the hardest spot on the trail to Nan's cottage. It's a little stream that you have to ford. It rained the last couple of nights, so there's a bit more water than usual in here for this time of year. Although it's not exactly a lot. After a big rainstorm, though, this can be a bit of a challenge to get across without getting wet. And there's the trail continuing off into the woods. And the first view of the cottage right ahead. And here I am at Nan's cottage. It's pretty small, and Nan is waiting for me right there. Oh, maybe not. She went inside. So it's a very nice day. Okay, I'm walking around behind the cottage now. And I'm going to go down to the dock where Nan docks her little rowboat and her canoe. She has no running water here, so she gets her water for washing from the lake. This lake is quite clean. In fact, some of these little ponds are used as drinking water for the towns. So we look across the lake. And most of what you can see from here is Acadia National Park. Certainly all of this. I'll step all the way out on the dock. And another view of the cottage. There's a loft bedroom upstairs. You have to climb up a ladder to get to it. And another little bedroom there. And living room in front with the screened porch. And a kitchen in back. During the season, Nan brings propane and supplies in by rowboat. And she has a propane refrigerator and a propane burner to cook on. So it's very nice. This cabin goes back to at least the 40s and probably a bit before that. I'm not sure exactly how old it is. It is completely surrounded by Acadia National Park, and if you come by foot, the trail I just walked in on is the only way to get here. So this is all Acadia National Park, except way over there on the far side of the lake, there's the last little bit of private property, and more Acadia National Park here. Nice little marsh. The lake is very shallow here, so the water gets quite warm and it's good swimming.